Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be making the Leaning Tower of Pizza in Blender. Let's get started. Before we get started, I wanted to show you a neat trick on how to get randomized colors using some tricks in the shading tab. Because when we're going to make the Leaning Tower of Pisa in our own unique way. So let's head over to the shading tab and just make this better view for you. So right here we see the cube, the camera, and the light, and the principal BSDF. This is what we've been working on without knowing or not. Basically all we've been doing in our previous videos is just changing the base color like this. But we wanted to make each cube have its own random color because adding detail always makes things nice. So let's press Shift A to add, and we'll add a color ramp, and then we'll plug it in here. So this is what allows us to have multiple colors within one object. And to make it random, all we need is an object info node like this. There you go. And now we only have two colors, white and black. I don't know about you, but I want to have brighter colors. So let's add one more color here, and let's select the black one over here. Gotta click on the triangle thing over here. Make that bigger for you. Gotta click on the triangle thing so you can change between the three. So let's select the black with the color part here, and let's make it a lot brighter because we want bright colors. So I'm going to, let's go with red. Select the second one, let's make it green. Doesn't look green, we'll adjust that in a minute. And let's select the last one and make it blue, like that. And right now, in the material view, this looks yellow, so let's adjust that really quick. But you can adjust it by clicking on the portion of the ColorRamp, and just move it with your mouse. So we want a green, and yeah, that should be it. Any other, and you can pick any color you want. I'm just going with red, green, and blue because it's quick and easy. So back to the layout tab so we can make our tower. So I went to material view, so let's select the cube, press Shift D to duplicate, and G then Z, so we have what looks like a pillar. And you can see here it's green and blue. For you, it'll be whatever colors you've chosen when you did the work in the shading tab. So let's Shift D and duplicate one more time, G then Z, and then now we have three. So now we have a 3 stack of tower. So let's select everything and press in top view. I went to the top view and press Shift D to duplicate. So now we have 3. Coincidentally, they're all blue. That can happen. Shift D to duplicate again. Press G then Y. Shift D to duplicate. Shift D to duplicate. Shift D to duplicate. Shift D to duplicate, and Shift D to duplicate one more time. And there you go. We have the first floor of our tower. So let's add a base in between, so that when we add the next set of blocks, then it'll look structured. So let's select one of them and press Shift D to duplicate, press Escape, and let's go back into top view by pressing 7, and let's move it roughly to the center of the tower. It doesn't have to be perfect. And press S, Shift Z, so that it looks longer and wider but not taller. Like that. And let's move it up by pressing G then Z. And there you have it, the first section of our tower. And now it's going to be a lot of work if we select each one manually and duplicate it. So I'm going to show you another cool trick here with Blender's collection. So let's move the camera and the light to its own collection by pressing shift left click, press M on your keyboard and press new collection. I'm just going to call this render. And I'm going to press the little eye here so it's invisible for now. And let's click on the default collection and press right click and press select objects. And there you go, they're all automatically selected. And let's go into the front view and let's zoom out a bit with our mouse and press Shift D to duplicate and G then Z so it goes up. Zoom out a bit more and press S Shift Z so that it becomes, we're going to make it longer and wider, but using it this way you can also make it taller. It reduces the length. It just scales on every axis except the Z. So we're locking it to scale to the Z axis like this. That's kind of how we made the platform over here earlier. And let's select everything one more time. Let me just undo that, as I just wanted to show you how we made this. And press Shift D to duplicate, press G then Z, and press S Shift Z. And there you go, we have our nice tower. But if we wanted to make it the leaning tower of Blender, I'm going to call it the leaning tower of Blender because this is Blender after all, and press select objects, press 1 on our number pad and press R then Y to rotate. And there you have it. That's how you make the leaning tower of pizza, leaning tower of Blender using the default cube with the randomized colors. Thanks for watching and have a good day.